You ever notice how you can work like a machine, can chase every opportunity, you can lose sleep trying to get your life together, and somehow, you still end up right where you started. Your life is this has this thermostat that no matter how hard you grind, no matter how much you learn, no matter how much money hits your account, you always settle back to the level that you're used to. Not the level that you dream of, the level that you believe you belong to. And that's the part that nobody wants to admit. Now, we like to think that life changes because we work harder. But if working hard was all it took, then the hardest workers in the world would be the richest people right now, right? But the truth is they're not. So what exactly is happening? Let me slow it down. We don't chase money. We chase the identity that we need to feel ourselves. And so we end up protecting who we believe we are, even when that person, that version of us is broke, insecure, good for nothing, average, or unknown, even when that version is miserable. Because misery has become so familiar to you that it feels way safer than a success that you can't recognize. And I know the achievers watching this right now are already thinking, no, I would never hold myself back on purpose. Sure, yeah, I mean, no one wakes up every morning and says, I'm going to sabotage my life today. I'm going to sabotage my plan for success. No. But let's get a little bit deeper into this. Let's be honest with ourselves, just for 1 second. How many opportunities have you walked away from because you felt unprepared? How many times have you studied for success instead of stepping into it, given the opportunity? How many times have you waited to feel ready when feeling ready wasn't even the requirement? Identity was. Now, if this is bothering you even a little bit, maybe it's supposed to. You can't earn beyond who you believe you are. Believe. Not financially, not emotionally, and not even spiritually. Identity is the ceiling. Now, my dad always said something that I hated at the time because I was an ignorant person. He said, life doesn't pay you for your efforts. It pays you for who you are. And yeah, I used to argue with this. I thought he was just, quoting a line from a movie or something. Like, what do you mean who I am? I am working, I am trying, I am Marisha. Isn't that enough? He would just shake his head and then just tell me. Like, it's the simplest thing ever. Trying is a personality trait. Results come from identity. And I never really understood that back then. I never really understood what it meant. Not until I continuously watch myself self-destruct over and over and over again and again and again. Anytime something good, too good, happens to me, I do something stupid. It was like this talent that I picked up from someone. Sometimes it would be procrastination. Sometimes it would be overthinking. Sometimes it's saying yes to distractions that I knew were bad for me. And then, I would call it life happens. But deep down, I knew it was me. And I'm pretty sure you know that it is you. There's a line in the Bible. It's really short, but it hits harder the older that you get. It says, it's in Proverbs 23, verse 7. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not as a man wishes, not as a man pretends, as a man thinketh in his heart. Carl Jung said something quite similar, actually. He said, you are not what you wish, you are what you believe. And after all that self-destructing, suddenly everything made sense. My ambitions wasn't blocked by hustle. It was blocked by identity. Let me say something that is uncomfortable. Most people don't avoid success because they are lazy. Most people avoid success because success demands a new version of themselves. A version who sets boundaries, speaks with conviction, walks away from validation, charges what they're worth, stops pretending for approval, and that version of them is basically a stranger. Okay? Think about it. We want to make more money, but we are scared to lose people who are comfortable with our smallness. Friends that we've known for 7 years, cousins that we have spent our whole lives with, family, relatives, people that we're close to, our significant others. We want confidence, but we are terrified to be seen as who we are. We want to evolve, but we cling to who we always have been because it feels familiar. This is where the sabotage happens. Not because you don't want success, no. Like I said, no one wakes up in the morning and says, I don't want success. But because success threatens the identity that you've built so far. This is the part that you pause the video for a second because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Take a look at your life. Your relationships, they match your identity. Your income, they match your identity. Your discipline matches your identity, who you are. You are not living your highest potential. You are living your most comfortable belief. So here's something that I realized, and I'm going to say it as gently as I can, okay? You can't upgrade your life while defending the version of you that can't even afford it. At some point, you have to shed and not add more skills, not grind a little harder, not hustle to death, but become the person who can hold what you are asking for. Because money doesn't respond to effort, and love doesn't respond to hope, and opportunities don't respond to desperation. They respond to identity. Maybe the real work isn't chasing the life that you want. Maybe it's becoming someone who doesn't sabotage it. Now, if you felt this, talk to me in the comments. Tell me the part that hit you the hardest. And be honest, because honesty is truly where identity starts.